Hey guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be filming this dramatic, bold look. It has a dark brown, smoky glitter eye paired with a bright red lip. I just really like the way this look goes. You can wear it to any special occasion, or if you'd like, you can wear it on a day-to-day basis, because I know I'm definitely going to be doing that today. So stay tuned and keep watching. I'm going to start off with the skin. So I'm going to be using the Garnier 5-second blur just to prime in my T-zone. It kind of fills my pores and just makes everything, gives me a nice smooth surface to start with. Alright, and next I'm going to be going in with my Nivea Men Aftershave Balm just to put all over my face. And I'm going to be dotting that around my face. Okay, and then just rub that in until it's like tacky. Okay, the foundation I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations to use when I'm going out because it has no SPF, so it won't have any flashback. And it also will keep me matte throughout the night, so I won't look oily at all. And I'm going to be blending that in with my Beauty Blender. So we're going to go straight into the eyes just because I don't want to go into concealer and all that when I'm going to be using dark colors, just so if we have any fallout we can just clean it up with concealer. I'm going to be using the Cover FX Anti-Age Smoothing Eye Primer. Alright, so next I'm going to be going in with a skin colored shadow just to set that and give me a smooth base to put on eyeshadow. So I'm going to be grabbing a fluffy brush and going into this color over here in my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. So I'm actually going to zoom you into the eye really quick just so you can get a closer look as to what I'm doing. So first thing we're going to do is grab a fluffy crease brush. So I'm going to be grabbing my Joe Fresh Fluffy Crease, and I'm going to be grabbing that first light orange shade in the Kat Von D palette and blending that all into the crease, and then I'm going to wing it out a little bit because we're doing that kind of winged out look with the eyeshadow. Alright, next thing we're going to do is grab a slightly smaller blending brush, and I'm going to be grabbing my Morphe M330 and going into a light brown shade, so just this one up here. And I'm going to be concentrating that a little bit lower into the crease, and I'm also going to be winging that one out. Okay, next color we're using is the dark reddish brown in the palette, so it's going to be that one right there. And kind of doing the same thing that we just did with that light brown. And once I get into the darker colors, I like to have a large fluffy brush handy. So I'm going to be using my Morphe M504 and just kind of blending all the edges together. Alright, so I'm going to be grabbing like a flat fluffy brush. It looks like this. And I'm going to be going in to this darker brown here and blending that right into the crease and just very slightly winging it out. We're not going to wing it out as much as the other colors. Alright, so now I'm going to be going into the dark brown. I'm going to be grabbing that one there and doing the exact same thing. This one's just a little bit darker, so it kind of just deepens up the crease just that much more. And again, grabbing that big fluffy blending brush and just blending everything together. I know it looks really messy right now, but once we pull the glitter in and get everything together, that's when the whole look just kind of comes together, and that's when you see you're like, wow. Alright, so we're going to get right into the glitter. I'm going to be using the NYX glitter in the color Chestnut, and I'm actually just going to be using some lash glue to get that onto my eyeballs. I'm just using my Ardell glue. Just use whatever lash glue or whatever glitter glue you have. Just whatever works best for you. I'm going to be using just this flat shader brush here. This is also a concealer brush, but I tend to use it for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to be working in small sections on my eyes. So just grab a little bit of glitter glue and I'm going to start in the inner corner and just work my way to the back. And then I'm going to be going in with a different brush and picking up your glitter. And you're just going to pack it on. We're not going to wipe it on, we're going to pack it. Alright, so what I'm going to do from there is grab that big fluffy blending brush again and just kind of soften the edges. Okay, so we're going to leave that for now. We're going to go straight to the face and come back later. Alright, so we're going to be jumping into the skin. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10 Light. And we're going to be using that to conceal our under eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that in with my Beauty Blender. So I'm going to be using my RCMA No Color Powder just to set my under eyes. So I'm going to be using my Morphe M438, it's just a little tapered brush, and using that to set my under eyes. Alright, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and work on the lower lash line. So first things first, I'm going to be grabbing a pencil brush and going back into the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette and going in with that light brown. Okay, then I'm going to be going in with a small little brush, and this is the Morphe M508, and going into this dark brown up here and just smudging that into that last outer corner. And to highlight the inner corner, I'm just going to be grabbing a little bit of Champagne Pop and just kind of applying that. We're not putting too much. We don't want too much shimmer just because there's so much going on the lids already with the glitter. So we're going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the face. So I'm going to be grabbing my Morphe M527 and picking up this Marcel bronzer in the color Suntan, so it looks like this. I'm just using that to warm up my complexion. I'm also going to be using my Real Techniques 301 brush to contour my face, and I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be grabbing a mixture of this color and just kind of popping that into my cheekbones. And I'm going to go ahead and use that color in the center to contour my nose as well. Alright, so I'm going to be applying some blush, and I'm going to be applying the Physicians Formula Blushing Rose. And I'm going to be using my Duo Fiber brush for that. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I'm going to be using Champagne Pop again and taking my Morphe M501. Alright, so I'm actually going to be applying some mascara. I'm going to take a combination of the Eyeko Black Magic Mascara and the Benefit Bare Real Mascara, and just applying a thin coat of mascara onto each lash. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes. I'm going to be using these ones here. I don't really know where they're from or when I got them, but I'm going to be doing that often. Alright, so now that I have the lashes on, I'm just going to go over it with a liquid liner just to cover the lash band. And I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. Alright, so now just to give that really smoked out effect, I'm going to be grabbing a pencil liner. So I'm using the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in the black. I don't know exactly what shade it is. It says number 10 on here, so we're We're going to be running that into our waterline. So I'm going to do two lip options for this look. The first one is obviously going to be a nude. So I'm going to be lining my lips with the Joe Fresh liner in Nude. And then I'm going to be going in with the Covergirl lipstick in 235 Champagne. So that's the first lip option. Since the eyes are so intense, that is a good option, just because kind of if you don't want to be super bold or you're not comfortable with it yet, just go with the bold eyes and then just a nude lip. Alright, so the second option I'm going to do is actually a red lip. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl lip liner in the color Sexy Red. Then I'm going to be using the MAC lipstick in the color Chilli. So this is the second lip option. It is a red lip. It kind of bolds up the look a little bit. So you have bold eyes, bold lip, and I just feel like they pair so nicely together. It just looks really great. So just to finish off the whole face, we're going to be setting our face, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Alright, and that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos, and I'll see you next week.